A similar data minimization standard went into effect in Maryland back in October 2025, and I've been in contact with chambers of commerce there, and their members have not seen any changes in their targeted advertising.
So the Maryland Chamber of Commerce says this statement from Maine Representative Amy Kuhn is not completely true. Today, News Center Maine obtained a letter from the chamber which says Kuhn only spoke to one regional member group, which has since redacted its statement, calling it premature. The state-level chamber wrote, quote, "We assure you that businesses in Maryland have often noted negative impacts of the state's privacy laws." Now, here in Maine, there are two competing ideas for how to introduce data privacy laws here.
State House reporter Christian Harsa compares those for us.
CEO of the Maine Mariners, Adam Goldberg, says his job is a fun but challenging one.
I think every day there's new problems to tackle.
One of his current problems is LD 1822, which proposes a new Maine data privacy law that would change how your online data is used and sold. Goldberg worries it would change how the Mariners advertise.
When we are looking to attract new fans, we look for specific segments.
Like hockey fanatics or Bruins diehards. Under LD 1822, Goldberg says without certain online data, finding those people could be harder.
Well, we would have to have a much larger advertising budget, which may not be possible.
But there are two similar but different ideas for how to implement LD 1822 and create a Maine data privacy law. One comes from Democratic Representative Amy Kuhn of Falmouth. Her approach is the more strict route, barring tracking and selling of data like race, gender, location, biometric data, and other personal information.
Their personal data will only be collected if it's reasonably necessary to the service that they're requesting, and their most sensitive data is even at a higher level.
The other option comes from Republican Representative Rachel Henderson of Rumford. She says Maine needs a data privacy law, but says consumers should be able to opt in or out of how their data is used with a button.
It's front and center at the very top of the website, and it literally is subscribed to say, "Do not sell my data."
The problem Kuhn has with the consent model is it can be too easy for a consumer to just skip past the terms and conditions, agree to tracking, and be tracked. Kuhn says her proposal eliminates that.
And instead, they're just protected from the minute they get on the internet.
Kuhn says without a preemptive block, apps can make it mandatory that you agree to their terms and that tracking windows can be confusing.
And it's just not a good approach to governing to tell a consumer, we know better than you on what to do with your information, so we're going to completely remove consent altogether.
Business leaders like Goldberg say Kuhn's proposal would hurt their business, but are in support of Henderson's option.
We all need big tech to be able to spread our word.
Christian Harsa, News Center, Maine.
Representative Kuhn says her proposal would not prevent businesses from doing targeted advertising. However, the Maine Chamber of Commerce and LL Bean representatives have also come out against the stricter proposal for data privacy law.